I used to work with candidates on their bench test skills through both a live course and an online course. And I've stopped doing live courses. We don't do it anymore. Instead, I exclusively work with candidates virtually. I get candidates better results that way, and I'm going to share that story with you today. I'm Dr. Alyssa from International Dentist Central, your companion on your journey to becoming a U.S. licensed dentist. If you're not subscribed to our channel yet, please hit that bell so you'll get notified when we put out new videos, and I would love a thumbs up on this video as well. Back in the day, when I was teaching live courses, I quickly realized that no matter how hard I tried, there was just not enough time. Our courses were 5 days long. During the 5 days, we had to go through cavity preparations on lower molars, upper molars, lower premolars, and upper premolars, and anteriors. We also had to do crowns, full gold crowns, PFMs, all ceramics on upper molars, lower molars, upper premolars, upper canines, lower canines, and upper central incisors. We also had to do restorations, both amalgam and composite, on several teeth, both class 2 and class 3. Think about it. A day and a half for cavities, a day and a half for crowns, a day for restorations, and one last day for working on whatever they needed to work on. That was the schedule that we used. A day and a half for cavities for all those teeth, and a day and a half for all those crowns. Really, it was definitely a stretch. That's a lot of stuff, and compromises had to be made. I did my best to teach each person as much as I could during that time, of course. But at the end of the day, I just wasn't satisfied with what could be accomplished, and I was really only teaching a small group of just 8 people. Each applicant came to the live course at their own skill level, so the baseline of the starting point for the entire class was all over the place. And there were concepts that we had to talk about together. But the thing is, nobody wants to sit and listen to a lecture when they come to a live bench test class. They want the hands-on stuff, and I understand that. But to properly do the hands-on stuff, some lectures are necessary. But that takes away from the precious time that we did not have. So, you know what we ended up doing? We had people watch our online course modules individually while working. They would usually have an earbud in their ear. We had tablets prepared for each person, and they would click play on whatever they were working on, and they would pause the video and follow along with their preparations. This way, nobody had to wait around for the rest of the group, and at the same time also, nobody was rushed through something when they were not ready to move on. I mean, yeah, they were rushed because of the time constraint, but at least they were not rushed because of the rest of the group wanted to move on. So they would watch demo videos and they would prep. And you know, this was something that they could have totally done from home. I mean, of course, I did rotate through each person to answer any questions, to evaluate their work, and give them pointers for improving. And improve they did during the time that they were working with me. But at the end of the course, many were not at the level that they needed to be to pass the bench test, and I knew it, and I didn't feel good about that. Luckily, my course was structured so that they could continue to work with me for several months online after the live course was over. And you know what I found? Bigger improvements came later, after they had the time to really contemplate the mechanics of each preparation, internalize and assimilate what they've learned, and had the time to make all of that their own. During a live course, there's a lot of stress and tension. There's this feeling, of course, that you want to learn as much as you can while you're there. And this is a good thing to an extent because it really helps you focus to the max during the live course duration, right? But it can also get in your way of doing some deep thinking on your own because it's really easy to focus on just trying to receive information from the teacher. Receiving information from the teacher does not make that information your own, even if you understand it. Assimilating the knowledge that you learned and turning it into your own skills takes time and patience. And that was the kind of time that the live course did not have. After experiencing teaching both ways, for me, online teaching made much more sense. I made a whole video talking about why I think online training is better than live training. You can find that video in the description below. And just in case, if you're wondering how long it takes to prepare for a bench test, you can find out a video about that under here as well. But back to the bench test stuff. There's no limit to how much you can improve your skills. I still critique my own work after all these years. Making a live course that only lasts a few days into a end-all be-all thing is something that I really advise against. In Bench Test Mastery, I work with candidates for a much longer time. Memberships come with 6 months or 1 year feedbacks depending on the level you choose. And this is intentionally much longer than what most candidates need to give you ample time. This is by design. I do not want you to be short on time. I don't want time to be the reason that you couldn't improve to the fullest. Most candidates honestly only use it for maybe 2 months at the most, but still, I want you to have the option to use it for 6 months or a year, depending on what you choose. So during live courses, while every student did improve a lot during the course, there was so much more that they could become that I couldn't see through during the live course. And for those that continue to work with me online after the live course, the transformations were much more, a lot more. And this is why I stopped teaching live bench test courses. I didn't feel like it was worth the time and the money and all of the investment that has to go in. And if you spent half that amount of attention that you would be spending during a live bench test course and did that from home, you would get that kind of results also. I hope I was able to give you some insight here so that you can choose what works the best for you. And if you're interested in working with me to improve your bench test skills, I would be happy to help you. You can click on the link in the description box below to learn more about how to work with me and also schedule an appointment to talk to me about it if you would like. I'm Dr. Alyssa from International Dentist Central, your companion on your journey to becoming a U.S. licensed dentist. Now is a great time to subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. Hit that bell so you'll be notified when you put out new videos, and please give this video a thumbs up. See you next time.